I'm Dr. Sam Zaranovich. Today I'm going to be talking to you about chronic stress and its effect on both your body and your brain. Let's start with a little bit of framework. Whenever the body is injured or detects a threat, it reacts in basically the same way. The body goes into self-defense. Self-defense mode, we round the shoulders up and forward to protect the neck and throat. We round through the rib cage to protect the heart and also to squeeze the guts so that the blood there isn't working on digesting your lunch. Instead, it gets shunted down to your arms and legs, ready to run or fight. This is the fight-flight reflex. You've probably heard about that, and it's totally universal whenever we feel threatened or are injured. Sometimes the fight-flight reflex gets stuck on. When it first turns on, we get a hit of adrenaline. How do I get out of here? But if it lasts for a long time, either we get injured and stay injured and are having to compensate for having a lot of pain in a chronic way, or we perceive a threat and that threat sticks around for a long time, after a while the body says, well, this is what it's going to take to survive, we'd better stay like this. This is the foundation of chronic stress. One of the things that happens, of course, is muscle tension builds up because you're constantly protecting yourself. But another thing that happens is we switch from adrenaline to cortisol. Adrenaline feels like, how do I get out of here? Cortisol feels more like, how do I endure this? And neither of them is fun. So to move the body out of a chronic stress state and back into a more neutral, open, ready to learn, ready to play state, I want to give you a couple of exercises that are really simple, even a little bit silly. I hope you don't mind. So the first exercise is barely an exercise at all. It's just shaking. If you've ever seen animals getting into any kind of conflict, ducks at the pond, or you've probably seen your cat or your dog do something like this, they get into conflict, they get all riled up, and then to get unriled and back to normal, they shake themselves all the way down, right? This is because the brain of chordate animals, animals with spinal cords, uses shaking to signal we're moving from fight or flight back into the rest and digest and play mode. So the first exercise is literally just that. Shake all over. And you can do this sort of any time for 30 seconds at a time. You can do a fast shake or you can do a more slow shake, whatever feels good in your body. Don't push so that it feels stressful. But just shaking all over is a really great way to get tension out of the muscles and get the brain to reset from, how do I survive this, back into, all is well. So that's that first exercise. And you can do that anytime for 20 or 30 seconds just to get yourself back into your body, back into calm, centered thinking, and just to chill out. The second exercise that I want to give you, I want to call seaweed. So you can see I'm underwater with my jellyfish here. Seaweed is really about moving slowly and flowing gently in all of your joints. The reason for this is it lets the brain reassess what's happening everywhere in your body. And when you move in this sort of silly, floaty, no real stretch, just gentle movement way, the brain again resets back down to rest and digest and play mode instead of the fight-flight mode, and you can lengthen all of the lines of your body. All of the muscles that tend to grip and grab when we're stressed out can get re-lengthened. The right way to use both of these tools is every day. If you do a little bit of both of these every day, you'll find that your stress level will drop a bit and the tension in your body will feel easier to manage and lessened over time. So a little bit every day, shaking and seaweed does the body good.